Yes everyone, over here is the new Smart #1, and this is a very exciting moment guys, because I had a chance to take a look at the exterior and the interior, and I have to say this has to be one of the most interesting and probably the best electric crossover SUV I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you all something about Smart. Now, since the very beginning of the Smart brand, it was always associated with the Daimler Group. And in the Daimler Group, you have Mercedes. And what you should know about Mercedes is that they were born from trucks and limousines, but they had a problem. When it came to small cars, Mercedes could never put a big fight against the big guns like Volkswagen Group and BMW. For me, the Smart brand has always been a bit of a mystery because of its quality. It was a big contrast to what Mercedes was coming up with. Mercedes had bulletproof cars. In other words, their cars were good quality compared to what Smart was coming up with. Smart cars had an interesting reputation for being very city friendly, but that's about it. When it came to safety, Smart cars went viral for their unquestionable safety at high-speed collisions. This is great, but their quality, their reliability, these cars fell apart terribly. Now everyone, I made a very big mistake. This Smart #1 costs 48,000 euros, not 40,000 euros. It was my fault, but it's just a difference of 8,000 euros. For a price of 48,000 euros and the fact you have some Brabus touch to it and this design, already there's some interesting things, but we gotta check it out guys. The exterior design of the Smart #1, it has a lot in common with the Mercedes EQ classes, especially the way they've gone about the lighting designs. In fact, the exterior design might make you think that it has some connections with the Mercedes GLB, but it has no connections whatsoever with it. Because there's some Brabus involvement, you will get some markings where it's written Brabus on it, like on the headrest of the seats, and some welcome lights as well that has Brabus written. That's great. I have good news and bad news. The good news is you get a 360-degree parking camera, you get parking sensors at the front and at the rear, and also you get side air vents that are real, just like the Volvo EX30 has. But the only bad news I have is that you see this nice looking mustache right here? These are just fake vents. You get pop-out door handles, everyone. Now underneath the bonnet of the Smart #1, something very interesting, additional storage space right here. Now the additional storage space right here is very small and it's mostly for your emergency kit, everyone. Very interesting how Smart has gone about it. At least they made use of the additional space. Blind spot monitoring, everyone. Now it is time to check out the interior of the Smart #1, and I can already tell you, for a price of 40,000 euros, it is full of excitement. Oh my goodness. It's very interesting how they've gone about it, and to be honest, I wasn't really expecting much Mercedes connection to it because it is a Smart, so I was expecting it to have its own trait, its own identity. And to be fair, I think Smart has done a brilliant job with Geely and Mercedes' help. That's amazing how they've gone about it. Now, it is related to the Volvo EX30, but the contrast is massive. With the Volvo EX30, they went down the route of simplicity, but it went to a point where it was a bit exaggerating in my opinion. Whereas with the Smart #1, I think they went down the route of moderation. Not too simple, but also not too flamboyant like a Mercedes traditionally would be. Now, they've gone, this entire area is a direct reference to the Mercedes EQ classes because Mercedes always has this sort of theme. In fact, the air vents look directly like Mercedes cars. And then the infotainment system is not a huge tablet like other car manufacturers have. Now, first thing first, electric seating adjustment. Both front seats get electric seating adjustments, guys, with lumbar support. And steering adjustment. Okay, so you can move the steering wheel up, down, in and out. Just the only problem I've noticed is that to move it in, you cannot move it further. This is the inmost setting for the steering wheel. But you can move it all the way here. Okay. All right. Anyways, just something I have to get used to. Now, another thing I want to point out is the indicator and the lighting control. The lighting controls are more clear. They're right here on the side. And the indicator is dedicated to your wiper controls. Now, just like the Volvo EX30, you also get a simple instrument cluster. So it's very small, it's basic. And there's a touch of Alcantara on the side. Now, I guess the Alcantara is only there because of the Brabus involvement. And it's interesting, with the Brabus involvement, you get a steering wheel that's not squidgy, but it has this rather sporty feel to it. And it's written Brabus on the steering wheel. And you get this red stitching. And speaking of stitching, look at those beautiful seats, everyone. So red stitching on the side, black Alcantara in the middle with the black leather on the side. Oh, I was wondering, what was this? This is to close your panoramic roof. The window buttons have a nice presentation to them. They look excellent for its price and segment. And now we do have to cover practicality eventually. So first thing I'd like to talk about is this conspicuous cup holder. You get this beautiful trim over it. And if you want, you can always fold it away to have the cup holders. It's good. Let's see. It can just about fit this big flask right here. This is perfect. It is adjustable. And there's this micro storage space right here that can fit cards and pens. Then over here, you get a wireless telephone recharge with a 12-volt socket and also 2 charging ports. Very good how everything is organized. And then you get additional space right underneath over here. Now, in the Volvo EX30, this whole area is absent and you get direct access right there. But I think it's quite cool how Smart has gone about it, because you get a central console storage that's easily accessible and it is cool. Well, you can cool it to make it sort of like a fridge. The door bin can fit a big water bottle, and I can confirm. Wow. And the door bin is good. It's very good how they've gone about it. One last thing, they have something that I love. Glasses holders. Oh, they have it. Glasses holders. I've been craving for glasses holders. I needed this feature because on a sunny day, where else am I supposed to put my glasses? Now it is time to check out the rear seats of the Smart #1, but I just had this hanging over here to show you all that this has coat hooks and a nice handle up here to help myself climb in. And this was something I did not see in the Volvo EX30. So, everyone, I have to say that the ease of entrance is prominent, and compared to the Volvo EX30, I have so much more space. This is incredible. My leg room is good, although I feel like my feet is making contact with something underneath the driver's seat, and this can also be the case for the front passenger seat. Knee room, acres of space, and if ever your knees make contact with the driver's seat or the front passenger seat, the back of the seat is a bit squidgy, so it should be fine. Headroom is great. The headrest is a bit on the firm side, but headroom is perfect. Now, because of the GLB-like structure, or should I say small SUV structure, there's a lot of headspace. They didn't go with the cross-back structure, and thank God for that. Now, nice armrest right here with 2 cup holders of fixed sizes, everybody. This is amazing. And you even get a ski hatch, if I'm correct. Oh, wow. This is a ski hatch because of the Brabus connection. Even red seat belts. How amazing is that? They did a brilliant job integrating a lot of things. Now, micro storage space down here, air vents right here, and you get a USB point and a little charging port right down there. I have like good things to say, one after another. And also you get back seat pockets, nice quality. That's great. Now the door bin. The door bin is more spacious. This is good. Now it is time to check out the boot space of the Smart #1. It's going to be a very interesting moment, everyone, because I checked it out earlier, and I have to say the first prominent thing to point out is that there's a huge elevation, so it eats up a lot of space. But then you get a boot floor that is not adjustable, and that's whereas in the Volvo EX30 the boot floor was adjustable. And for the rest of the boot space, it is good. You get tether points, and also you get a 12-volt socket. So here is my conclusion of the Smart #1. For a price of 40,000 euros, this Smart #1 has to be one of the best electric cars I've ever seen, everyone, because it has a moderation of everything. Unlike other electric cars, Smart played it very prudent with the simplicity. They didn't go too simple because they realized that sometimes too much simplicity just creates more problems than solving the existing problems. So what Smart did was played on their strength and also improved on their weaknesses. Their biggest weakness was their quality and their desirability. Today, they built a car that is so desirable that I am actually going to tell you all right now that this is probably one of the best electric cars I've ever reviewed, along with the Microlino and the BMW i4. Now, when it comes to value for money, the practicality solutions were outstanding. This is far more spacious than the Volvo EX30, which makes even more mystery because this is related to the Volvo EX40, so I just don't get it. This is like far better. This is like far well equipped. So I honestly don't understand what exactly is going on. Wait, I have my opinion to express. Words can't express how proud I am of the Smart brand, how much improvement they've made. There was a time I hated smart cars. Smart cars were just low quality, they were small, and they were just not desirable. But then, now, they've built a car that I actually consider one of the best electric cars currently available in the automotive industry. And I just stated my reasons why, and I'm going to repeat it again because I'm so happy to do so. Practicality solutions. The equipment list was endless, and also the design, and that too for a price of 40,000 euros. You even get Brabus's involvement, especially with the little detailing. How amazing is that? And yet I had the chance to review certain EV cars that did not even provide me those details at a price of beyond 50,000 euros. I've sat in EV cars that don't even offer rear handles for the rear passengers. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time.